Okay, well, we've given up on live streaming. Zoom is
fuck you guys.
We're
Zoom
back.
is
Fucked up. We're just gonna go audio only until things reopen, so we can go get the cameras because there's no way to do it.
No way. There's
Until
no
there's-
online way.
Until we got
We
it.
probably don't own
No,
enough
honestly,
cameras between us.
There's no way to do it.
We
No,
don't.
when
And,
I
you know.
I had to get when I got that webcam
Mhm.
because my shit kept
To
fucking up
jack off,
when I was in
to
Vegas.
jack off with other guys.
Everything was completely sold out because of I'm pretty sure because the OnlyFans bubble is going on right now.
It really is.
So
dude.
I had to get like a
Mhm.
double markup webcam on eBay. Maybe it was like triple markup,
wow.
like from what it normally would have cost because everything's sold out right now.
yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, like there's to get a barbell like on eBay, they're like $700.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're normally like kind of expensive, like $250, $300 for like a nice barbell.
Mm-hmm.
But just imagine spending that much money.
Because they know there's weekend warriors, dude, that need to get yoked in their garage.
Yeah, I mean, just figure out some kind of body weight thing. I feel bad for the people that like go super hard in the gym, having the gym taken away from
Oh
them.
my god.
Because
They have
it's
nothing
like
left.
there's so many people that
Have you
think,
seen Evan? Evan's like fucking
Is he
lifting his
broken?
couch.
Yeah.
He's
Evan's like
broken?
bench pressing his couch and shit.
there's all these like fitness psychos that think they're fine. They're
Yeah, oh,
like
yeah.
they're like staying like I'm got healthy, I'm staying positive, and then if you take the gym away from them, it's like I wonder how many of them are now
just
like
fat as shit
doing
on heroin.
Yeah, relapsing totally. Especially sober guys that like replace the gym with being drug addicts.
mm-hmm.
Damn. Well, our thoughts are with them. There was actually a reopen the gyms protest in
I saw
Florida,
that.
which
Yeah.
was pretty good.
They were
There was
like
a video
doing
from-
squats at the governor.
Yeah,
there were body weight squats at him.
There were guys in Jersey. There's a video of guys in Jersey getting arrested because they reopened their gym. It's like some powerhouse gym, and they're like, "Fuck you! I'm gonna keep working out if I want to."
Those guys. That's
That's the closest thing to a patriot. I
That
think.
is,
Mhm.
I fuck with those guys.
I'd hold them on the same level as
Mm-hmm.
like black guys who were at lunch counters in the 1950s.
Yeah, well, I was gonna
Yeah,
say
lifting.
it's gonna be funny in 30 years when they have in the same tone as the Malcolm X movie, the movie about the guys that wanted to go back to the gym. Denzel Washington with the glasses that you have to touch. Those
Yeah.
glasses you can't wear them unless you're touching them constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, the Malcolm X glasses.
Oh yeah,
Just
getting
like I'm not a politician. What I am is somebody that likes working out.
I hadn't seen that.
so it would be
movie.
it
I'm
would
here.
be a black guy because to me I'm thinking
It would be Malcolm X.
it would be
the-
Malcolm X
yeah.
but yoked.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm.
That would be hot.
Malcolm Athlete X. Malcolm P90X.
Malcolm P90X. There we go.
That's right.
Mhm.
I did for a while. I did that insanity workout a couple of years ago,
Nice.
and
Did you go insane?
No, I didn't at all. But the host is like this like jacked hot black guy,
Were you horny? Were you hard when you did
and
the
then
workouts?
I like went on his Instagram. I found out that he's got like that he was gay the whole time,
Whoa.
and I had to throw out all the tapes. No, but it was very surprising. Cause like he would like adjust the girls, and I'd be like, "Oh my god, this guy's like getting so much pussy off this." And then he has just
From
like
doing his job.
yeah, he's like a very cute, clean cut husband, white boy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, shout out to that guy.
Do you ever think about what it's like when they kiss each other without clothes on?
Oh my god, the athleticism has to, through the roof. The tenacity.
Is the husband ripped as well? Or is
What's
he
the
little?
insanity workout?
It was like a P90X, in one of the
In that
in that
vein.
vein. Yeah.
Mhm. I got real into the last like my new obsession now is like mobility and fixing my back pain.
Yeah.
And so I started actually watching those Athlete X videos, which I don't know if you've seen
No.
on YouTube,
Mm-mm.
but those are the only videos I've watched is those like mobility shit, and it seems to be pretty good information. I mean, it certainly helped with like smaller exercises to make sure that my shoulder blades don't fucking like grind
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. But there's drama afoot in the fitness
Oh
community.
no! What's going on?
Because the whole fitness YouTube world is like, it's very similar to this kind of shit where people will have fans for a while and then one person will be like, yeah, but he does steroids. And then they never handle it the right way.
Mhm.
Right.
They're like, fuck you, come to my house and test me.
It's kind of sad that your boy Rich isn't alive anymore.
Yeah,
Especially for quarantine.
and he was 100% clean, dude. That
That guy was a natural athlete. No body mods whatsoever on that guy.
That's why it's funny because like people are like, why wouldn't you just admit if you use steroids? And then it's like, because if you get that big, it's so much funnier. Just be like, never once.
Yeah.
Be like, some guys might need that, not me.
me.
so
I've been
funny.
blessed by the Lord. I don't judge the guys who do.
I don't judge you,
But I'm not. That's not me.
It's actually
I
not
understand.
bad for you at all.
I understand the reality of like, you're an athlete.
Some people need that.
you need that. I don't.
I'm like one of the blessed that doesn't.
That's kind of the only real benefit of doing steroids is that you can lie about doing steroids. You piss people off. I mean, it is an ultimate way to troll people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I was doing push-ups and then my shoulder started hurting, so I stopped doing that and I started getting fucked up every day again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and that's
man.
kind of so I'm kind of back to bulking, I would say.
I tried to get fucked up and I was hungover for like I'm still hungover.
I'm pretty hungover.
Yeah.
I want to gain weight, but the gyms are closed, so I can't.
I got twisted off the claws. Why can't you? What do you mean?
Well, I can't go lift weights. I mean, if I gained weight, all I could do was just get fat.
Lift your fucking couch like Evan.
Evan's lifting his couch now.
He's doing his couch.
He's lifting his wife.
He got some of those like the fancy adjustable dumbbells before
Yeah.
the bottom
Mhm.
the bottom went to the top or whatever.
bottom went to
Yeah,
the top.
bottoming
The
from the top,
expression.
topping
Yeah.
from the bottom.
Yeah.
Something.
Adam loves talking about bottoming. From
Well,
the
it's-
top,
yeah,
or
it's-
topping from the
Mhm.
bottom.
It's kind of an
That's the-
analogy for
that
the show, which is
expression
like I'm
that-
actually
no,
controlling my
not at all.
bottoming.
The
Not at
bottom
all.
fell out is, back in the Oregon Trail days, there would
Yes.
be a gay guy that they would all fuck in
Yep,
the wagon.
and he would prolapse.
And sometimes he would fall out of the
Yeah.
wagon
Oh, from getting fucked.
from getting fucked.
I thought it would
And
be because
people-
his asshole prolapsed.
And that's why with the expression, it's like, oh, well, the bottom fell out.
Uh-huh.
so now we're gonna have to fuck you.
Yeah, we're going to have
the
to.
the second gayest guy.
Yeah. Which
Mhm.
was Stavros.
No.
His name was in the
I
West.
guess you are
in
technically-
Western
there was no guy in the West
Yeah,
named
yeah.
Stavros. I guarantee you
There
that.
might be.
On the Oregon Trail, no
Well,
chance.
You don't hear about him because he was the second gayest.
No.
After the bottom.
Yeah, that's always
Greek
my,
people did not get here. Although, actually, my grandma claims that like her grandfather came over here and was like a poker player
And
in
they
the,
sent
in
him
the
back.
Wild West. I'm not
He was
even
a
joking.
Buffalo Bill.
He was like there was some Greek guy out here fucking
and they
playing cards in saloons and shit like that.
yeah,
That was one of the only jobs back then.
That's right.
Is,
yeah, gunslinging card player.
mhm.
Either that or cleaning the mud out of the pussies of the whores.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You had the field hands, you had the pussy hands.
It must have been weird to have social
sharks.
anxiety in like the 1810s.
to be an introvert.
Well, yeah, and then you like go into a saloon and suddenly everyone's looking at you, and you have to be like, "Oh, sorry."
I'm INTP or whatever.
You just like quietly walk to the bar and be like, "Is there any way I could?
Can I have two X's?
Can I
whiskey?
have? Yeah, can I have 3X?" Just spilling it all.
Get out of here. I reckon you're one of them homosexuals from New York.
What are you, an INTJ or something? What you got here?
Don't you dare give me that INTJ stare.
Fella, we don't like INJUNs or INTJs.
Don't
Who's that
you
guy?
dare give me that. What is that? What's the thing? What's the phrase from the internet? That look of,
Phrase from the internet. I can has.
no. It's
What?
like it's a meme about
Cheese-
the INTJ.
cheeseburger.
I don't you dare give me that look where I'm getting.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know.
It's like analyzing with a smile or something.
I've been the most offline I've ever.
It's weird to
Ever
think.
been.
Yeah, because I'm 31. You're what, 37 years old, Adam?
I'm 38.
I'm pushing 40.
You're
right now.
43
Yeah.
years old.
Yeah.
I'm 27.
And Stav is 19 years old.
It's crazy. We never actually mentioned that.
Well, it was funny because it's like I was always so online, and I remember like being a kid, and like adults don't like know
Mhm.
shit about anything. It's like, wouldn't you just like pay attention to technology? And now I'm like, no, that's gay.
Mhm.
Like everything, I have no idea. Even the things I loved, like comedy, I don't know. Maybe comedy isn't dead because it's like these people are popular. It doesn't even make sense to me what it is. Like I
Mhm.
saw
it's pretty dead.
there was like drama with I guess that Kat Cohen girl made a video where she had a black guy dressed up as a
Oh,
slave.
yeah.
She was holding a rope
a
Yeah.
rope around,
around
a
the guy's
black
neck.
man's neck. Yes.
Tough visual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No way around that one.
Imagine the casting
And
process.
then people were mad at it, but then an Indian girl said that only black POC are allowed to be mad at it.
That's
oh,
awesome.
okay.
And
And no black
So
people
sort of giving her a pass, weirdly.
Yeah. So no, that's what she literally was. She's like, you're not allowed to say anything about Cat Cohen unless you're black.
Very. So it's kind of like the way you see those videos where like this is the way you use white privilege. Stand in front of the police, between the police and a black person. This Indian girl was using online Indian privilege to protect Cat Cohen.
You know what I'm gonna say?
I have no idea. But then then there's somebody else. There's another comic, and they're saying like another thing that we can do as white allies is never use black reaction gifs as something. Well, here's the thing: is you're laughing. So I mean, maybe that's comedy. I guess it's like. Is that how it's supposed to work? Is you're supposed to be such a stupid motherfucker? Because I mean, that's if you think about it, it's like
You're doing GIF blackface right now.
What makes Nick DiPaolo funny is like you watch him and you're like, wow, this guy's a fucking moron.
Yeah, I cannot believe he believes this.
I can't believe it, but I mean, it is funny, you know.
Mhm.
And I guess this stuff is the same thing.
That is true.
It's the same thing.
I guess it is.
Where it's kind of pointless to even engage in it. Like, oh, I've been reading about digital blackface. The concept, by the way, is that there's no way that you could relate to the emotions of a blackface. Not struggle, not even oppression now, but things like shock or surprise
Or being
humor,
happy.
Right.
or being happy. You have those feelings are no way
Mhm.
would you ever be able to understand the uniquely black experience of Steve Harvey being aghast by some, which is literally the same thing as beating and chaining Emmett Till to a cotton gin
It is.
fan and
It
throwing
is.
him in the fucking river. Is posting a picture of Wayne Brady staring at the camera.
Well,
That's
I
right.
actually got I was in correspondence with Chris Bosch because I have been accused of digital blackface.
Right. Which I
And-
love because you're not allowed to be a fan of a black person.
Yeah, and he actually he gave me the pass, the digital blackface.
The digital black face
pass. Yeah.
Did
so-
you ask for any other kind of pass?
No, he asked if he could extend that, and I rejected.
And you
it.
rejected it.
Yes.
That's awesome.
This is
100%.
shit's crazy. I didn't see it down in Atlanta. The cops shot some guy.
Unbelievable, dude. The
The
guy was
police-
sleeping in his fucking car.
The police chief
Wendy's
stepped down.
called it. And that's the thing. Why the fuck are cops called? You some fucking tooled up guy with a gun.
But here's why this is stupid, because now Wendy's is like having to say like it's good. Thank you for burning down our store on social media. But it's like Wendy's corporate policy isn't call the police on somebody if they're sleeping in the
Yeah.
parking lot.
Right.
Somebody at that Wendy's made the decision to. Now, the person at that Wendy's is also fucking being exploited by Wendy's and not being paid enough.
yeah.
But now you've also burned down the Wendy's, so they don't have jobs anymore. They probably got fired for calling the police. And Wendy's corporate gets to like,
Be like-
I mean, not gets to, but now they fucking like just sit on social media talking about cities can be rebuilt.
Yeah.
You know, it's
They
like,
get to like take the high road in quotation.
well,
marks,
there's
yeah.
like there's so much contradictory, cynical bullshit happening at once. You don't even get the opportunity to point. It's like playing like that's bullshit whack-a-mole with everything that interacts here. Where if you're like rational, you can't look at this and fucking even argue with what's going on. You just have to say, I guess the world is just a joke. I guess
What
it's
do you
just
mean?
I've really enjoyed.
well, like what?
I've really enjoyed shutting the fuck up.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's like I don't think it's necessary to comment. You know,
Well,
even, like
but here's the thing: it is your job. I mean, like we do have to have a fucking conversation. So,
oh no, I'm happy to have a conversation, but I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
like, I mean, like to be frank, like my mom passed the week that everyone was going nuts. Like Instagram went insane,
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
and so like I got to like disengage from the internet, which seemed crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it
right.
was going
Nobody else
crazy.
could do it. It was like,
But it
felt
seemed like
impossible.
everyone had to. It was like a pissing competition at a certain point, and I, obviously, like I not engaging with that like felt nice, and I think there is kind of some merit to saying like, oh, you should let people affected by this talk about it, and like not crowd that out.
You shouldn't. I don't think you should like be the defining voice. You shouldn't be like, here's what we need to do. But you could.
Yeah.
What I've tried to do is like raise money for organizations.
Exactly. I've been giving money.
I can't do shit. I'm stupid, so I'm just gonna like aim being dumb at.
And you're doing your advice show. You're not like you're just doing comedy. And
I'm
like
doing what I'm
using
doing. Yeah,
raise
it
money.
feels stupid to just be like, oh, let's ignore this. But it also, and I think what it is you just realize that all these problems have been here, and we should have been doing something about them the whole time. And it's like, how can you flip it from? You're right, because there was a little bit of a pissing contest element where people are posting like, I gave $5,000 of my own. And then it's like, well, if you do that once and then just don't do shit, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, or
So
if
I'm
you like
trying to,
apologize for a joke that you said in 2014 and then don't say anything else.
Right.
It's kind of like, oh, this is just self-serving.
Yeah.
Nonsense.
And so, I don't know. I guess my view of it is like, what can I do as a part of my regular life going forward to try and fucking help some of this shit out? And like, it doesn't have to be the thing where you are, you're not trying to do it for whatever. You're just trying to change the way the way you aim your life. It's one of your goals is to support, people protesting, fucking getting the cops taking money from those motherfuckers for rocket launchers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Taking tanks from those.
Can we do that?
I think hopefully, why not?
Can we take the tanks?
Yeah.
I want to go to that garage.
Well, they'll defund the police, and if you get rid of the police, then it's just going to be replaced by private police
drones
that will still have like qualified immunity probably, and are also like I mean, it'll be private enterprise with even less accountability.
I do want to go break into that garage.
You gotta try. Go ahead.
That precinct on Green by where you used to live.
Yeah, it's filled with dirt bikes.
Yeah, that garage is apparently filled with like 10,000 Kawasaki Ninjas. Yeah. And we definitely got to be liberating
just
that.
Falling over immediately.
Yeah, just
not
killing
even by it. Like I got it.
Woo, FTP.
I'm one of the fucking 10 o'clock boys. What are they? The 5 o'clock?
12
o'clock boys.
That's Baltimore. You should know about that. Yeah. Dude, speaking of, I was like, because I was like trying to remember, because there was, riots in Ferguson. And then there were protests here.
Yeah. And Baltimore, too. Remember after Freddie
And then
Gray.
I was remembering Freddie Gray.
Yep.
Do you remember who the star of those protests were?
What do you mean?
There was a Michael Jackson guy.
That's right.
Do you remember that guy?
Yeah.
We need to find him. He was like dancing at the fucking cops in Baltimore.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if you find out that he also died under mysterious.
Yeah.
They killed the Michael Jackson.
For all the Ferguson activists that were like, just, like, oh, he got run over by the tiny train at the mall a year later. He was drunk and he fell asleep, in a puddle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he drowned in a 3-inch puddle.
Mm-hmm.
How many people from
I heard
Ferguson
that Epstein was sending letters of support to Black Lives Matter in the couple of weeks before he died. Yeah.
Wow. He was an activist.
The cops got him.
Yeah. Well, what happened was
Not the Clintons.
He was molesting children with Bill Clinton back in like March of last year, and he was like, Bill, I was thinking that Black Lives Matter maybe.
How dare you?
You're gonna make Obama look bad.
You're gonna make Obama look bad for calling the guys in Baltimore thugs.
Yeah.
Keep getting your dick sucked by that child and shut your mouth if you know what's good for you.
Did Obama call them thugs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
It's like, it's not Democrat and Republican. That's when people like vote. It's like Minneapolis is fucking everyone's a Democrat. Obama did the same shit. He called, it's like
that Cornel West shit. You guys have probably talked about it when I was gone.
No,
it was like that was the best thing. He was like, Ferguson happened with a black president, a black
black AG,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
whatever.
I say we take their tanks and we get pussy in them.
I would love
turn the tanks into head getting zones.
Yeah, like the no limit soldiers.
Yep. Everybody gets to shoot a music video with the cops'
chrome
tanks.
the tanks out.
Chrome the tanks.
I just don't know how you can like live in this world and think that anything gets better ever. It doesn't.
Oh yeah, truly.
So I mean, it's like
I don't think it'll get better, but I hope it will.
We have the Blackwater Police Department doing whatever they want.
I mean, I think that obviously the result of like the protest is going to be in the vein of like painting Black Lives Matters on a street and thinking that that's sufficient. Like, but at this moment, seeing all the people out, like I can't help but think it's like that's great. I mean,
Yeah.
it probably wouldn't
Well,
have
the
happened. It probably wouldn't have happened were it not for COVID, right? People like locked in their houses. There was like bubbling.
That's people lose their jobs. There's no
People
fucking
are out of
money.
work,
Billionaires are getting the only people
It's
that
not
make any
even
money.
it's not even people losing their jobs, but I think specifically the like aspect of being locked in your house and like submitting to a state that you know is shit,
right.
and everyone knew it was shit, and then like this virus happens and everyone turns into like they need daddy to protect them, so they look towards the state for a fucking answer, and they accept this fucking illiberal bullshit of being locked in their fucking house. And they can't, no one wants to express that because it sounds like a fucking like conservative take. Then they, you know, like, oh, everyone's afraid of being the uncool, like, don't tread on me guy. But the second like an opportunity to assert your liberty comes up, it'll express itself, which is what's happening with like a lot of these protests, which is why they're saying like, oh yeah, no, it's more important to protest than worry about like the virus or whatever, because it's like you wouldn't have made that case for fucking literally anything else. It's like it's just this pent up fucking anger and not being able to express that, like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't be locked inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think people, there is certainly an element of that. I mean, I do think, again, I think it's different because it's a fucking virus and you hoped that, you know, you're scared of getting fucking sick. It's not like just submitting to a state because they're like, oh, it's a, you know, you have, like, there's no other thing that would have gotten me to take it that seriously other than like, you know, a virus. And I do think probably going forward, I think it will be harder to sell people on this if there's no, like, to me, it's like, if there's no fucking spike soon, if there's no giant bullshit, then we should all be pissed as hell. And you were right.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of still scared of that. I feel like it's about to be halftime of the virus, and everybody gets to get.
If there's no spike,
and drink lemonade,
we're running trains, dude.
Yeah, if there's no spike,
we're booyahing our testicles inside of assholes.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
But yeah, I think people being pent up in general, but also it is fucking. I mean, I don't know. This is so fucking horrific, and when the fuck are we gonna do something about it?
Well, yeah, nothing's gonna happen.
But you know, I mean,
you don't think anything's gonna happen?
All of these conditions. I mean, things are already happening. I mean, even for me, it's hard to be like pessimistic. I mean, I choose to.
Yeah.
I make a point of choosing to be pessimistic, but it's like, yeah, I mean, there are things that are
yeah,
happening.
I do think things are going to happen, man. I'm actually hopeful.
In Minneapolis in particular, like they have made like serious commitments to like disbanding and abolishing the police. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I mean, there's no, like, it doesn't need to be that they're like it's immediately replaced with like a private answer that's like a million times fucking worse. I mean, it could happen. It's something to think about. It's something to take into consideration.
Right.
Yeah, I get that also, obviously, but it's also like for a lot of communities, it can't get worse. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? They're like,
it could get worse. It could happen. Things could always get worse.
I mean, people keep getting, but I'm saying, like, if you're in a really fucking poor black neighborhood, cops they're like, they just, there's no positive viewpoint of them. It's like, it's like if the whole world was Bethesda, if everybody got police treated people like that, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, replace the police now with a private company. I mean, look how much worse private prisons are.
I don't think that's what people are proposing.
I know people aren't proposing that. I'm just saying.
I'm scared the billionaires like Jeff Bezos will have his own shit.
When you say that things can't get worse, it's like they can absolutely get worse. And there's no reason to think that things will get better looking at the way things progress.
I don't know, dude. I'm just hoping COVID ends. I'm going to get my surfboard. It's going to be Mahalo mindset the rest of the summer. Yeah. We're going to, I mean, like, honestly, I think it is a positive, obviously. I mean, it doesn't matter if we think it's a positive or a negative, but the story of our lives, basically since 9/11 is shit's always gotten worse.
Yeah, exactly. And I do think there is, like, the reason I'm hopeful is because
now it's like,
we've lived through so many things. Go ahead.
Now we have to compete with China. And the only way to do that is by like adopting China's policy of making everyone submit to like a permanent state of constant surveillance and like a social credit system. And it's gonna suck. Things are just gonna get fucking worse. You're gonna, like, I mean, I know you don't care, but like the way people like kind of like thumb their nose at just like the suggestion that liberty is important anymore, is indicative of like a cultural shift where it's like,
I don't think that's true. I mean, this whole thing is about liberty. Like g- fucking protesting against the police that's part of liberty. That's about.
I know, and that's what I mean by it's like part of the frustrations is being locked inside, and people don't know how to express that because they don't want to see themselves as whether it's happening on a conscious level or not. But like like a month ago, where you're like, "Fuck all these like don't tread on me people."
Yeah.
It's like, well, why? Like, why fuck them? It's like it's solely because
I
what they
believed in the
represent.
fucking virus, and it felt like I wanted to be out of lockdown as soon as possible, and it didn't feel like to me. I know you're saying people want to get back to work. To me, then the problem is the government should have paid people more. You don't try and reopen shit that's not going to be in business anyway because people are going to be too scared. And it seemed like a big, I don't know. It seems like there's an anti-science component, or like you're proud to not believe in the virus and that has something to do with liberty. And to me, those things, it was just weird. I don't know why I felt like those people conflated those two things. And I just...
Well, it also seemed like they were just cucked for Trump,
Yeah, exactly.
They're like,
it turned a virus into a political issue. Whereas this, to me, is like
This is still a political issue. I mean, it's like...
It's not. I mean, it's so people being murdered by the state directly is a lot more of a serious thing.
I mean, it's like
than getting a haircut.
Look, and this is why it's shitty because it's like, yeah, people should be protesting, but ultimately, if you like look at the numbers, it's like comparatively not that many unarmed black people were killed by the police last year. It's just not.
First of all, what numbers are we going? Like, we don't even have real numbers on that. The amount of the cops lie about shit like that. It's just crazy.
Well, the number of people killed by somebody's dead. I mean, it's accounted for, and it's like,
I mean, you really believe that? You think that we always have
so
accounted
you
for
think
a body
okay?
that...
So then, how much? So you think that there's hundreds of thousands of black people being murdered by the police every year that we don't know about?
No, but I don't trust the official numbers. I mean,
but how much are the numbers off?
Who knows?
Fucking know, man. But what you're telling me,
but
it's
completely plausible. Yeah, it's completely plausible.
Self-report.
The numbers are wrong. To what extent, though? I mean, it's like,
who knows?
What's the total number of?
I'm sure there's like the Southern Poverty Law Center. There's some sort of.
And okay, they're not killed, but what about they're harassed? What about they're fucking embarrassed, they're humiliated, they fear for their lives.
Sure. I'm not arguing that those things don't exist, but it's like stacking that up against like the virus, which we're told will kill like what 2 or 3 million people if we go outside. I mean, you're still making a choice to go protest this thing. Go protest something where if you did like if you want to talk about science and just like the numbers and do like a cost benefit analysis on the thing, it like still doesn't make that much sense. So it's a decision to go protest that is based in like people's emotional response to watching the video, which is like rightful, but also being locked inside, and then it is like politicized. I mean, it's like I don't think it's like the same reason it's like people cared less about the fucking camps on the border when Obama was president, because they don't give a shit when it's contextualized with like, oh well, now evil is in charge and we have to do something about it, then they care. But it's like there's all of these decisions are made emotionally and politically. It's like it's not as if to say it's like strictly an anti-science thing on one end and not on the other is like that doesn't make sense.
I guess the difference to me is that the virus is something that like no one has control over, and the other thing is something the state is directly doing. It's something we actually could change by protesting, as opposed to just potentially making it worse. And I'm not saying, listen, I'm nervous about protest. I'm still nervous about the virus. I'm still nervous about the protest. I'm hoping because people are outside and wearing masks and shit that, people say outside transmission. I'm not saying that it's necessary. Like the shit is scary to me too. But, and I know you mean it is definitely emotional, but I just see one cause as so much more valid than the other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's valid, but again, for like emotional reasons, it's which is fine. Like I agree with that. Like people should be protesting, and police brutality is fucked up. And it's like, and I have like a common goal at the end of the. I mean, like I would be happy if you abolish the police.
Yeah,
happy if the police were demilitarized. I don't even like. There's no reason to even point out that like not that many people comparatively are killed by the police
Right.
to address the issue of like this is a problem and it sucks.
Well,
It's
the
like it just
other-
happens to align with what?
It's not only people being killed; it's the fact that no one goes to jail for it. That's the point.
Right.
It's
There's
like
no accountability,
there's
yeah.
no accountability.
And the
that-
whole culture. Of
it's
the fucking police.
It's basically illegal for the cops to kill people.
Right.
So, and the fact that it's so like adversarial and that like they're ready to shoot people. It's just like I don't know. And how much of our resources are tied up in that shit. I'm trying to get, you know what I'm saying? Let's get trans kids like space age pussies, but from the state.
Mm-hmm.
Why do motherfuckers get tanks and
Do you
grenade
guys feel
launchers and
like
shit?
if just COVID and all this shit popped off like 3 months earlier?
Bernie
What's
would
fucking
be the nominee?
no?
Yeah.
What's fucking
Yeah, I
annoying?
do.
No, I don't.
You don't?
No. And what's annoying is like now healthcare is like not a fucking discussion at all anymore.
Yeah.
It's just gone. It's
Yeah.
just fucking
Yeah,
absolutely gone.
no one gives a fuck.
No one gives a shit.
You see that guy?
I have
Some
to
guy
piss
had
real
$1 million fucking hospital bill from COVID. It's insanity, dude.
Yeah.
It's insane. I mean, I know what you mean. It is gone, but I think for the first time, Biden might win because it's like, just shut the fuck up and let things keep getting like this is the first time since there's no issues that he might win.
Yeah, I don't think he will.
I just think he's got a shot now, whereas before I didn't believe it at all.
I think it's, there will be no spike. I mean, the media will spin new cases as a spike, even though they're not accounting for the fact that there's like more testing. I think they'll do anything they can to present it as we opened up too early. People won't really give a shit. They'll go back. There may be some kind of like nominal spike in the fall. Nobody fucking cares. Maybe it'll be something again. Sorry.
No, he just almost.
Oh,
What'd you do?
Someone was showering, so I couldn't.
Nice.
Yeah.
Why did you piss in the cup?
yeah.
I'll piss in front of you guys.
Piss in the
I'm really happy to see you guys.
Anyways, Trump wins again. Nobody votes.
I hope he doesn't, man.
Trump wins again. There's like 13% voter turnout.
That's what I was saying, dude. I said it was gonna fucking Trump is gonna win, and it'll be
13%.
7,400 people vote for Donald Trump, and 3,700 vote for Biden.
If that's so low, we could probably get a write-in campaign going
For Harambe.
for ourselves, dude.
I'm saying.
How many
stuff.
downloads do we get?
President stuff.
President
Nobody listens anymore. The numbers have dropped off.
Are we done?
Precipitously.
That's
Yeah,
good.
there's like 200 downloads an episode. now.
People aren't listening to podcasts in quarantine. I
They
think.
shouldn't be. There's no reason. There's
I
no
think-
reason to do podcasts. There's no reason to listen to them.
Yeah.
I agree.
If it weren't for a couple Jewish guys that I know giving to our Patreon, we'd be fucked.
the Mossad is really propping us up.
Yeah.
We're getting about 45,000 a month from them alone, and then we get.
Are we the first people you've seen?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't respected.
I'm
COVID
still
at all
nervous.
since
I
I've been
respect
back.
the shit out of it, dude.
Really?
Oh yeah. I've been nervous this whole time.
Well, we had like, we did the Shiva, so I just like had a million old Jews like spitting
Yeah.
and coughing on me.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be saying this right now.
No.
I guess there's not that much COVID in Vegas, but you know,
there's about to be though. Didn't they reopen the casinos and shit?
They reopened the casinos.
they're
so-
like soft reopening them. Yeah.
yeah.
They
No,
your
they're
dick-
packed.
they
You
your
can
dick
look at
reopened
look
it?
at videos online. They're fucking just absolutely packed.
Yeah.
Did you see
And
the?
it'll be the same thing as like in Florida, they opened up, and then there was like a spike 2 weeks later, and in Ocean City they opened up, and then 2 weeks later there was. Like
Oh
a
my god, those
massive-
images of OC were the
yeah,
best.
There was a massive spike. I haven't looked into it, but as someone
you're
who's
sure
respects the virus, I'm sure that the numbers skyrocketed.
Did you see that guy,
after.
that guy wearing like an N95 mask, blasting a cigarette through the side at the casino?
Yes, that guy rocked.
That guy rules.
I love the mask and the cig,
Yeah.
or the mask down the nose. It's like just at that point, who cares, man?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Although you know what, I take it back. It's good.
So how
What?
long? Let me ask you this: how long will you stay inside then?
I don't know. I think what I'll probably do now, since we're here, is like hang out with small groups of friends. But
I
I'm
think
not
that's
trying
phase one. Is you
I'm
hang
not
out
trying
with
to
less
go.
than 10
yeah,
people.
I'm not trying to go out to I'm not trying to go to a movie theater. I'm not. A lot of my friends, a lot of people we know are on the road. I'm not going on the road until the fall, maybe like October.
You should get your dick sucked, dude.
I'm trying to get top. If anybody
Yeah.
wants to kiss, now that I've seen my boys, if anybody wants to kiss, please DM me, and perhaps we'll kiss.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna like be like, oh, you shouldn't feel that way. I mean, do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, yeah. If you're afraid of the virus,
I'm
stay
just
home.
scared. Like big crowds will fuck me up for a while.
Yeah.
But listen, I also want to get on the road. Once it's safe, like I want to be there. I love stand up. I miss stand up.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
So, but I'm gotta be honest with you, being in a fucking basement with 100 motherfuckers right now would make me nervous.
I would absolutely do it if there's a way to do a show and there's a venue with 200 people. I'll do it. At this point, I don't give a shit. But
Phoenix, I mean, people are out there, dude.
yeah, but isn't it like it's all like
Yeah.
with it's like
Social
50
distance.
people max, and there's only one person per like every 3 tables.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the setup
yeah.
at Chappelle's Farm was weird.
It was really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, he
And
wasn't
it was
like,
outside.
he wasn't doing like bits necessarily, but like the
I
nice
love-
thing about stand up is you're packed in and
Totally.
the ceiling is low.
The ideal situation for
And the-
stand up is
yeah.
the ideal situation for a virus to spread.
Exactly.
Everyone's laughing. Well, a laugh is a cough. Like you're like you might as well be fucking spitting in each other's mouths.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe if I put a plexiglass thing in front of me.
Like a Pope Mobile setup. A bulletproof cube.
Yeah, like I'm at a Chinese restaurant in Harlem. I'm just doing my jokes through bulletproof glass.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You should.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, get like a tank filled with water that you can float in.
that would be awesome. Well, people are doing drive-in. That sounds horrible to me.
I went to a drive-in movie last night.
Drive-in movie sounds cool. Drive-in stand-up
I think
sounds
they're
horrible.
doing stand-up at that diner in Astoria where I saw.
Oh, you were
basic-
there? You were right next door.
Does
Yeah,
anyone
yeah,
take
yeah.
their classic?
Should've come
I
on.
went at 11, but I was like,
Should've come
stop
honk
goes to
your
bed
horn.
at 10:30.
Should have come honked your horn. I was fucked up.
Did anyone
I
take
know.
Yeah.
Did anyone drive like a classic car to the drive-in theater?
There was one.
There's
It was
got to be a bunch of guys doing that.
Yeah,
It's their time to shine.
I know. That's what I'm thinking. It's
Yeah.
like if you were a classic car guy and you're like, yeah, I guess I'll just
I
cruise.
guess I'll go to the drive-through.
Hell
Just
yeah.
smiling hard as shit.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it's kind of racist to go to a drive-through movie theater, especially during the black. I think of the optics of doing
True.
that during all the protests.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, you guys are protesting? Yeah, I'm gonna go remember the 50s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I was thinking of, because, I respect social distance. So I was thinking
Mm-hmm.
of joining the protest, but just taking my car, obviously, and just
Yes.
asking people to move out of the
Move
way,
away, honking.
honking, and just
Mhm.
like driving, inside of the
Sure.
inside of the procession.
Yeah. Don't get too close.
I respect, I want to be part of it. So, I'll have a sign in the window or something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
NYPD, suck my dick. Yelling that outside of your car.
It's depressing, man. I drove down the Coney the other night. It's all shut down.
I was down there yesterday.
I'm thinking about just driving to Baltimore and seeing my brothers. Like I just feel like I haven't.
You haven't
seen
even done that?
No, dude.
Insane.
No, you were really good.
I was taking
You literally
every precaution.
you own a home
Yeah.
outside of New York, and I talked to you on the phone. You were
Yeah,
like,
'cause I
I think
felt
it's
like-
fucked up to
I think
leave.
it's.
Yeah.
I think it was like if everyone in New York had just stayed, maybe there wouldn't be more problems. And I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck to think, bro. Because it is just like Oklahoma. You see that video of Trae Young? He's playing in a packed gym. People are just eating at fucking restaurants there and shit.
Yeah.
It's wild, dude.
I don't know. My attitude right now is that I've had a rough couple months, and I'm just trying to live right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hit it raw.
Respect.
I'm trying to, bust inside,
Big.
maybe have a kid,
Big
Mhm.
respect.
start my own family,
Have a child.
name it.
Name it. Have it. Bring a kid into this fucking world right
Mhm.
now.
I just want to get a house. If I could get a house, just shut up.
You get a house, bro.
You can get a house.
Yeah, that's the goal, dude. I'm gonna transition to being a fitness account. No opinions,
Love that.
just fitness account. I got a house. I just I review jump ropes.
I'm trying to become.
I'm gonna
Dr.
get a
Phil,
jump
dude.
rope, a weighted jump rope.
I'm trying to become like a fake
Advice guy?
psychologist. I like the advice show I've been doing. If I could transition that into in a suit, telling people what to do.
The only podcast I've listened to this entire quarantine was on the plane ride home. I listened to you on Chapo.
Oh, yeah.
And the lady that dehydrates the
that
cum.
was wild.
That was very funny.
That lady is unbelievable.
And you
Yeah.
really went off.
Dude, I couldn't believe it. It was thank
That
God.
was a master class.
Well,
Stop.
they caught me in advice mode, dude, because I've been doing Stop Yourselves Your Problems every
Uh-huh.
Friday, so I'm used to answering and making fun of people with bad questions.
I got a question for you guys, right?
Okay.
Mhm.
So, I'm really happy to see you guys. We've been friends
Happy
for a
to see
while.
you, brother.
It's an unspoken thing, but I've always kind of seen myself as your father, both of you.
Right.
But
I think
now-
that's fair.
Now, how do you guys feel about being my mother?
I could definitely provide that
Together,
for you. I don't think
co-parenting.
Nick could. He doesn't have maternal energy.
He just rolled his eyes.
Mhm. No, I
I'm-
didn't roll my eyes. I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
I had to.
Oh, you were doing the eyes rolling.
Sometimes
back
when
into
you
your
do
head.
that, I'm scared for you. Like I feel like you're having a mini stroke.
What when I look up?
You
to
do a
think-
weird look up thing, but you pause. It unnerves me.
What like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a little longer, and it looks like you're struggling.
No. No, I'm fine. I'm processing.
It
If
does
we-
scare me.
If we switch back to in person all the time, we should do mornings.
I like this a lot better.
I'm down for mornings.
I
Yeah.
prefer this to Zoom 1,000%.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck either
I've been
way.
waking up at 6 a.m. and so I think we should get on a schedule. We wake up
right
at
around
5.
8 a.m.
We all work out for an hour,
Okay.
and then we do the podcast at 7:30 a.m.
Okay.
What if we all go in on a house together?
Yeah, you want to buy
Okay.
a house?
I
to
mean, if
come?
I bought a place in fucking Flushing or something, I mean, you could certainly like
Forest Hills,
I
Jackson
mean,
Heights.
yeah, but if I get multiple bedrooms, it's like sure. You can live there, and in exchange, you have to decorate the place like a wife would.
No, I thought that all of our wives would move in.
Mm.
Kind of, we'd like start
Yeah,
like
I think
a,
I'm gonna get a wife now. I decided
yeah.
I want a wife.
I'm happy that I have a wife.
I want
Me-
someone to care for
Me
me.
and Adam both just did like a 2-year serious relationship move.
Yeah.
And that was a disaster.
No, I'm back in.
He reverse copied me.
No, you
You
copied
copied
me
him.
after.
My
You
relationship,
copied him.
but my relationship was already falling apart.
Nah.
And then you tried to preemptively pre-copy me.
you copied.
No, my relationship was falling apart.
It's
I
like that
just
movie
didn't know.
Minority Report. You did a pre-copy.
You
Yeah,
copied.
yeah, pre-copy.
Minority Report is what. Yeah, that's how policing is going to
Yeah,
go from in the
you saw-
future.
You saw that my relationship was going south, so you destroyed your own so that you could accuse me of copying.
It's true. I was like, I really got to get out ahead of this one.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
Yeah, fuck the virus. Fuck the police.
Yep.
No, I'm very happy. I'm
I'm
in
with
a,
you
I'm in
Yeah.
a healthy relationship again. It feels good.
with my cock.
With my dog.
No,
I've been eating my
you're in a
dog's
healthy
pussy.
relationship with my cock.
No, with a nice girl who's nice to me. I'm very happy about it.
Yeah, I would like to be cared for and loved, and love someone and care for them,
Yeah.
and suck their titties and.
It is really
Feel
a
their
lot
pussy.
nicer than having sex with people you don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my. Yes,
That's
we've talked
not
about
fun
it.
at all.
But my dick really. Sometimes it's trying to tell. It is. I'm very unhealthy, but sometimes my dick is like, "Come on, man, what are we doing here?" And I'm like, "Shut up before I take a third blue chew." Get harder, and we're pumping even more.
Do you double up?
No,
Yeah.
I was just trying to.
I was gonna
Throw a
say
little
it'd be
flare.
funny if you're like, I'm scared of the virus, and then you're like,
Well, no, that's listen. The irony is not lost on me that
Yeah.
because I'm so scared of the virus, I keep getting fucked up
yeah.
And-
well, I mean,
and going to die
Well,
earlier.
that's what I mean. It's like
But-
everybody makes exceptions or whatever.
But you
or-
know what?
or
If the
weighs things
virus
out.
was
It's like,
fun,
if Dr. Fauci in March got on TV and said that everyone's gonna need to do fucking jumping jacks every day,
I would have done them,
No,
motherfucker.
you wouldn't have.
Yes, I would have.
Dr. Fauci said you have to do burpees.
yeah,
I would've
We
done
would have
them.
gone 3 days and stuff would have been like coal burning and fucking with a coal rolling and fucking flying a Gadsden flag. We'd have been out there.
Go fucking tread on me.
I'm not doing a fucking second.
If
of it.
if he had banned Ben and Jerry's,
Mhm.
then I'm out there with the AR-15 at the
Yeah.
city hall.
I kind of want to go to like a Black Lives Matter thing with my Black trans lives because today's the Black Trans Lives Matter thing.
Yep. Shouts out to them.
That shit looked popping.
And then or you go to the Black Trans Lives Matter thing and you
Mhm.
go all Black trans lives matter or all
Mhm.
Black lives matter and see.
Yeah.
see
There's
what
definitely
happens.
guys like that.
I'm sure there are.
There's some hoteps ready, dude.
Oh, yeah,
It's just I don't know.
Do you know
how
that guy, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
He rocks.
The doctor.
Yeah.
Hoteps are hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Yeah, just cause a little trouble. Just
Well, I
something.
want to start a dudes rock version of Black Lives Matter. Black Guys Matter.
Black
How
Lives
about
Matter.
blue trans lives matter?
There we go. That's right.
Can people will people get mad at that?
Didn't you used to troll Blue Lives Matter people by going All Lives Matter? Wasn't that a move you pulled a couple times?
Probably. I'm sure a lot of people did it.
I thought you
Yeah.
told them
I
that
haven't-
Trump was Muslim. Or
I really
something.
haven't done anything original since like 2014.
You were the king.
Oh yeah, when I was in my 20s, when
Yeah.
I was a young starving artist,
Mhm.
It's true.
in my peak.
Ready to troll.
Just eating a bottle, a baguette and a bottle of wine a
Just
night.
nothing. Now I'm old. I'm complacent. I can't think. I just fucking.
Yep. Yes, sir.
I get halfway through a thought. I'm like, I want a big pretzel. I'll tell you what the problem is with this thing is I would really like some dim sum.
I
right
would
now.
like a fucking
Oh
dumpling.
God, I want to have dim sum for breakfast.
I want to make fun of the guy with the classic car at the drive-through, and halfway through the joke, I fantasize about being him. And then now it's,
I fantasize about forcing my wife to wear a pink chiffon jacket.
That's what, I don't know. I you look at these guys who are like, especially like radio guys, people who've just been doing this forever, and then they turn into like just like pulsating ideologues, like just filled with pus, ready to
Yeah.
blow up.
Mm-hmm.
at any
militia
moment.
guys.
Yeah, well, not militia guys, but like like you get turned into a radio guy and you
Yeah.
get addicted to
Yeah.
fucking like pills, and then it's like I can't imagine myself still giving a shit in 10 years.
Yeah. Was Rush started as a rock guy, right?
I don't know how they progress to that level, and it's
I
like,
think they all do. I think they all, and then they find their bit, and
They
then
start
just,
rock.
like, and then it gets cleaner and cleaner,
Uh-huh.
and then you find your little scam,
Right.
and you run with it. That's why it's important. What I do is I don't think about anything. I don't believe in anything.
but you
I just
do
let it
though. You do
ride.
think about.
You
things,
do.
and
You're
you believe
actually
in
very
No,
intelligent.
I don't think. Don't you dare accuse me of
I
thinking.
know your
them.
brand.
You
is
have a
one.
lot of opinions, and you get fiery about your opinions.
I'm
You
not
get-
fiery.
You get
Yeah,
fiery.
I don't
You-
get fired
you are
up.
Like
fiery.
in one of those atomic ball. Remember
I'm
those
just chill.
What were those?
atomic fireballs?
Oh yeah.
The candy.
Those are
yeah, they're
awesome.
spicy.
I would love one of those right
Go
now.
Yeah,
to a
those are
grocery
great.
store, put a quarter in that motherfucker.
Mhm.
I want to go to a motherfucking water park.
I like candy that made
Are you fucking kidding me?
Hit some slides, dude.
That is not going to be back for years.
Sav, you could wear a t-shirt. Let's
No,
go.
it is, dude. I guarantee you. Let me check.
I'm
I
not
guarantee
worried about my titties. I don't
Schlitterbahn.
care about
Schlitterbahn
how I
has to be
look.
open.
It's
I was
probably
actually,
already open.
I'm
was-
not going to no fucking water park.
I was looking at flights to. Then you're not invited. How about that?
That's fine.
I was
don't give
looking
a
at
fuck.
flights to South Padre Island.
Which South
Are they
Padre?
doing spring break there?
You can go down to. Yeah, I think the beaches in Texas are just open.
Really?
Oh, I believe so. Yeah.
I went
yeah.
to the beach in New York yesterday.
Yeah, but
was
you're
nice.
not supposed to. The beaches in
It was
Texas are
full.
still closed here.
No,
I don't think so.
I think that
No,
you're not supposed
allowed
to.
You're not allowed to swim and shit.
I think
and-
you're not supposed to go in the water, but I think you're allowed on the beach.
That's-
Which doesn't make any fucking
doesn't make any
dude.
sense.
No.
Who gives a fuck?
It's
this,
nice, dude.
This fucking dipshit Cuomo, like, just
truly fucking.
he
it
was
up.
so happy to have rules that he could enforce on people.
Everyone was sucking him off because he was just like not fucking up a press conference for 2 weeks.
That's the other thing too. Is like, it's what's shitty is that when the virus is proven to be fake, is that Black Lives won't get credit for reopening the economy and
Yeah.
like or reopening the country, and that won't be the angle that people can see it at, which was like, oh yeah, this was a fucking complete overstep by
Mhm.
the government that we all went in on.
They are as
And it
big
kind of-
heroes as the nurses.
Yeah,
you wanna
well,
think about
if
it.
if the virus is fake, it fell on the Black Lives Matter movement to solve the problem of like
Liberate.
fucking overreach by the state. And then it's like then all the fucking assault rifle guys that just went and had like a fucking pretend tea party out in front of the state house are completely ineffective. They
Yeah.
did nothing.
That's true.
And they would have to they would have to you weren't the patriots after all. It was the people that you think are which
Yeah.
reminds me of so I saw on Twitter somebody posts like, look out, it's the NYPD's worst nightmare. And then it's a bunch of like fat gay people on bicycles like ringing the bells.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
remi-
those guys are real scared and hesitant to deal with those type of fellas.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why you just don't everybody can't just hate the state in its entirety.
Mhm.
The entire fucking thing. Maybe if they did eventually give this health care, you can talk about liking them. But for now, fuck the entire thing.
Well, that's what I do think that's what this feels a little more like it has the opportunity to do that than past
Maybe
shit.
if you see that's like happening.
But I guess that's also how I think to like fuck the
yeah.
They're
Someone
not
was
doing
saying
shit
on
for us.
Twitter, like after the video came out of Minneapolis, that they were like in a bunch of, I think Michael Hudson said this. They were in a bunch of Blue Lives Matter Facebook groups, and none of them were like saying, like trying to make any excuses. They were like, "This is fucked up."
Yeah, but so quickly it moves from that to like
He was a
about
drug
looting?
addict.
He was a drug addict.
Yeah.
Like they quickly find shit.
Mm-hmm.
And even the one in Atlanta where it's like the guy like first he tried the cops got called on him, and then he like took a they had like a confrontation. He took the taser and he was running away. They shot him in the back, and people were like he attacked the cops, and it's like, yeah, but like you don't shoot a guy in the fucking back. Like you just don't. And it's like it's a fundamental issue of like why are guys with fucking guns dealing with bullshit like this anyway? Why are they so like hyper aggressive, and why didn't they just like I don't know, fucking he's just a fucking drunk guy.
If they defund police, they'll still have detectives, right?
Yeah, we still get the cool cops that are drunk and cheat on their wives while they
Yeah.
solve murders.
Yeah,
We still need that.
guys that plant evidence. Mark Furman's.
Was he a detective?
Yeah. OJ was popping off. He's like, I saw Mark Furman on Fox News.
OJ is so good right now.
He's
man.
my hero, dude. I wanted to find. He's really scared of COVID. He was like posting.
respect.
He was at
Great minds think alike.
He was at my Costco, like loading up early.
Man.
He was one of the first people I saw like panic buying, and I really was hoping that lockdown would end a little bit earlier so I could go.
So you could go see the
go-
juice.
There's a bar, right by where my sister works, where he chills every single day.
dude.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go. Let's get over there, dude. Let's see the juice.
Yeah, I was telling you guys, my dad was like adamant he was innocent.
Yeah, that's an awesome take. That's an awesome take from Big Papa Friedland.
Yeah, legend. Love the man.
Maybe he was. Just like I guess it was the anniversary of Michael Jackson being exonerated the other day.
Respect.
On the first trial or the
It's-
second trial?
It's weird. It's like I guess
There's a theory that O.J. Simpson's son killed her and he covered for her.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
a chef and he had a lot of knives or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, O.J. killed her.
it's weird that I do make room for that in my head. The possibility that Michael Jackson didn't molest children.
I know, that's an awesome one.
Which it's like,
I'm on that side, honestly.
but I mean, there's no chance. People are like, oh, they went because he's eccentric.
You're
or
on
whatever.
that side.
No.
Never let come the fuck
Yeah,
on,
Joe
man.
Jackson chemically castrated him as a child.
It's
He did not have
people are
sexual
like,
function.
People are like, oh, but they went after him because he's eccentric or he's weird, and it's like, this isn't fucking Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
The guy had like a cotton candy machine attached to a sex swing in his bedroom. It's
Yeah.
like, why, there's like certain stuff where it's like, okay, no.
He got ring pops to make special kind of butt plugs for children.
Yeah.
Society does not know how to handle true genius, and we destroy our geniuses. We did it to
He had
Mozart.
Mr.
We did it to
Rogers.
Kobe.
He had Mr. Rogers' neighborhood set up in his house,
I'm
but
sorry.
the trolley went into his ass.
Mozart had a very similar life trajectory. They both had substance abuse issues. They both died
Did
young.
Mozart fuck kids too?
Mozart was a child prodigy as well. We we don't know how to
Did
handle.
Mozart fuck kids?
Show Mozart.
I don't know.
Joe Mozart.
Neither did I. Michael Jackson didn't fuck kids. So
You're
I
right.
don't
He
know.
just beat off while they held their assholes open.
Well,
You're right. I take it back.
I think that he just liked putting on the same matching outfit as his kids, and
The parents,
being nice to
the parents, they were like, yeah, you can sleep in the same hotel with room as Michael. That's the. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, man?
Well, that's the funny part is like people are like, oh, the dads were just trying to exploit Michael Jackson. It's like, well, the dads were trying to exploit their child, and they knew exactly what was happening.
Oh yeah, they're pimping
Yeah.
out their kids.
I
Yeah.
just-
Yeah.
like, I mean, come on.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
When that documentary where the families are like, we had no idea. Shut up, bitch.
Of
You let
course.
your child sleep in a room with an
You
adult
knew
man.
exactly what the
Michael
fuck was happening.
Jackson, the king of pop.
Would you let your kid sleep in?
I'd let myself sleep in bed.
That's not what I asked you.
Listen, I'm a smooth man.
How about this?
Which
you
is
as
so
a
funny
child.
to think that all the Catholic parents that were like, I thought I would get into heaven. Of course, I let my boy go.
Yeah.
If that's what God wanted. It's the story of Isaac. Take your son up to the top of the mountain and let the priest molest him. And
yep. The priest is about to suck his dick, and then at the end, God goes, "No."
He replaces him.
I just wanted to check
with a kid who doesn't have parents.
Yeah.
The ram.
Damn, dude.
Someone, I forgot where I heard this,
They
but
should just make priests get married so they don't fuck kids.
no, come on, you can't stop that, dude.
Huh?
The power, man.
Just a minute ago, you're saying you don't have opinions. You don't have feel of anything. And then the second it comes up, your number one issue
You're right.
is the schism.
It's true. I have I'm a big Orthodox guy. You know that about me.
Sav is anti-Vatican too.
I'm anti-Vatican too. I'm big on the Orthodox. Listen, I'm Greek Orthodox through and through. What can I say? You gotta let.
You guys got a lot more incense, right?
Huh? Oh, dude, we
a lot of
it. The
bells and
incense
smells.
rules. It smells great.
I just got some incense. I passed by like one of those namaste places on 14th Street, and like it was one of the only things open.
Because they got the crystals to ward off.
I got some really nice incense.
They got the crystals, and they're like, it took 45 minutes to get through the fucking line, and the whole time I'm like, there's no way. There's only 3 people in front of me.
Yeah.
And when it got to like one lady in front of me, I swear to God, she spent 30 minutes fucking being like, no, not this crystal.
Feeling the vibes.
And I've left Costco 3 times since quarantine started because I'm like, I'm not dealing with this fucking line.
Yeah.
I saw
to think that the only line I've waited in this whole time
for incense
is for fucking incense.
I saw a business that I know is owned by Koreans that said they put a sign in their window, black owned business, because they didn't want to get looted.
That's hysterical. How do you know?
Because I used to go in there all the time. It was by my old apartment.
He was spying on the daughter.
I was spying.
He was grooming
she
the child.
She was actually kind of cute.
Have you ever heard of Michael Jackson?
She was in.
Do you like his music?
She used to work like during her summer breaks from college. But I never talked to her.
It is so funny, dude.
Just looked at her and knew that about her.
She seemed cool.
If you listen to Michael Jackson's music, and you like, it is like, oh yeah, I guess I don't care if he molested kids.
Yeah, this is too good.
He's one of the geniuses of our time.
And I don't know if it was just because it's like everybody loves Michael Jackson when they're fucking like 5. If you're in your 30s,
yeah,
I feel like who didn't like love Michael Jackson's music as a kid.
Dude, no joke. It's the kind of music that like if that shit comes on, that is the highest rate that no matter who the fuck you're around, it's gonna pop.
Yeah,
everyone's gonna be like, no matter what you listen to, you be old as
every
shit.
song,
you be a little kid.
Yeah,
you could be fucking white, black, like literally.
What was that? It was from the later album. Doesn't matter if your color is black or white. What song is that?
Yeah, you could always be my baby. It don't matter if you're black or white.
Doesn't matter. Something. Yeah, I can't remember.
I think it's called Black or White.
Black or White is a song.
Yeah.
Incredibly fucking obnoxious message.
Yep.
You know.
Remember the music video?
It's the only thing that's ever pandered in such a fucking superficial way to racial division that feels good.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
There's no other song that tries to like downplay racial disparity.
Yeah.
In the history of music, that isn't a complete. That is the only song where it's not been a fucking complete failure.
Yeah.
Any other song that tries to like, I can't remember.
We're all the same type of shit.
Yeah, we're all that kind of shit.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
It's all one world. It's all dog shit.
You remember the video that they had faces morphing into other faces? So they had like an Asian lady morphing into an African guy, morphing into
That's not the one he did with Janet Jackson. Didn't he have like one last jam?
That was Scream. Janet? He had that they were like in space in that one.
Yeah, that was cool.
I've been listening a lot to the song where it was like literally a response to the Santa Barbara PD for harassing him about the molesting kids.
Oh my god.
The one that's like, I don't really say is that they don't really care about us.
Yes.
It's so good.
That is a great
He's
song.
like pissed off.
Even though it's like, yeah, they try to hold me accountable for fucking
songs
kids.
like that are good, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking Dirty Laundry is an awesome song.
Dude, Dirty Diana is a jam, dude.
Dirty Laundry rocks, and it's about like mind your own business. It doesn't matter that I murdered a 15-year-old girl.
Oh, you're talking about the Eagles guy.
Oh yeah,
Don
yeah.
Henley's
Don Henley,
Don
yeah.
Henley's dirty laundry is specifically about
Yeah, you're right. Because you know what? It's those people are up against the wall, and what do they know best?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jams.
jams.
So that's they gotta have.
That's
good
right,
ones.
Don Henley killed a 15-year-old girl, and some local bitch reporter wouldn't shut up about it. And so
Did he really kill a girl?
Yeah, dude. He had to. I mean, he had a 15-year-old and a 16-year-old prostitute in his house.
Jesus.
And
Christ.
one of them overdosed, and the fucking cops show up, and he had 27 grams of cocaine, and he's like, "That's theirs."
Incredible.
The cops are like, "Okay, I
These
guess we'll."
child whores.
Yeah, they're like, "I guess we'll arrest these girls."
The dead girl.
Yeah, and they fucking
God damn, dude.
yeah,
Damn. Yeah, but Desperado, great song.
yeah. 1980.
They were like a boy band. They were like
The Eagles.
they were like put together by
Yeah,
a
all
label.
of those, all that shit was. There was
Yeah.
no like. There's the whole like. I feel like all of Southern rock was a myth.
Well, they were really Southern rock. They were kind of LA, I thought.
They were LA, but there is like the Eagles
For
definitely
sure,
have
I
like
didn't know that.
the Eagles definitely have like a Southern rock vibe.
Yeah, there's songs that are like Southern.
Because
rock.
Credence is the same thing, isn't it?
Are they like a manufactured group?
I think they were right to
No,
a certain
really?
extent, yeah, or at least like LA. In a way that like New York produced like folk music in the fucking 60s.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, there was like Laurel Canyon music was kind of country.
Yeah.
Neil had some stuff that was kind of country.
That
too.
motherfucker's from Canada, isn't he?
Dude, he became a U.S. citizen so he could vote for Bernie. How sweet is that?
That's cute.
That's so cute.
Who did?
Neil
Neil who?
deGrasse Tyson. No, Young.
Sorry, I stopped paying attention.
Yeah, it's all good, dude. You guys want to talk rock? I could talk rock all day,
Dude, fucking Sweet Child of Mine.
I listened to that in the car
That's a fucking banger.
the other day.
I took guitar lessons for like a summer.
So you can learn this.
And all I could do was play Sweet Child of Mine, and just like over and over again, I would play that.
Look
shit.
at the fucking collection I got popping
I
off
love
right
that,
now.
dude. You got what?
I got
those
4
different-
guitars.
Why
right
are
now.
they different sizes?
It's so funny to imagine you
That's-
taking guitar lessons like now.
Yeah, no, I was a fucking 15-year-old cute kid
I'm gonna start taking
going from football practice to guitar lessons, dude.
Nick,
An all-American boy.
You want to audit a class at Pratt with me?
What's that?
I want to take a painting class so I can actually learn how to paint.
Sounds gay.
yeah, art classes sound boring.
I never took any growing up.
Yeah, me either. I would just draw all the time as a kid.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm sure if I took a class I could get better, but nah.
Dude, I found
Nah, you're gonna learn Chinese. Keep learning Chinese.
I found
Dude,
some of my-
Chinese rocks.
I know. I'm saying that's what you like.
I found some of my old drawings that I did when I was a kid. I found the drawing I did for my mom because she was sad about Princess Diana.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And I drew Princess Diana, and it's very funny.
Oh
She was one of the ugliest bitches I've ever seen.
Your drawing or Prince? Are you
It
saying
was
that
my
about her?
drawing of Princess Diana of Wales that I spelled with an H.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah, moron.
Stupid. You know what's fucked up? It still fucks me up that Catherine Zeta-Jones is Welsh and not like even a piece Hispanic or something.
Yeah.
that
Zeta.
can't be right.
Why? Because she's got a Mexican gang name.
No,
She
she
got
looks.
she got ass for days, dude.
She does have ass. The Welsh. How can you make a lady like that and also Tom Jones?
Well, another legend.
Yeah, but
But Tom Jones is black.
No, is he?
Yeah,
No.
according to the black Israelites, he is.
Is that-
Yeah, it's fucking. You haven't seen
No.
that video?
No.
It's a Louis Theroux talking to the black Israelites.
Oh,
Or,
I've
like,
seen that. Yeah.
he's like, I'm just gonna name some historical figures. He's like Cleopatra, and he's like, she looked white, but she was black.
Yeah.
No, she was
You know,
Greek.
and he's like Beethoven, and he's like undoubtedly black.
Yeah, he's in like Harlem, right?
Yeah, and then he's like Mozart, and he's like he was white. You know, but he's like going through him, and he's like there's a lot of people. Like for example, there's a famous singer, sings like a black man, dances like a black man, but he looks like a white man.
Uh-huh.
He's like, who's that? And he goes, Tom Jones.
That was a Weird Weekends, right?
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah, that was so good. I want to rewatch those.
Apparently, her father
They're so good.
was the owner of a sweets factory, Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Mm-hmm.
And her
Wow.
mother was a seamstress. But yeah.
Imagine you marry into the sweets empire.
Dude, imagine you get to fuck Catherine Zeta-Jones and get as many fucking little Toblerones as you want.
Her dad is Willy Wonka, bro.
That'd be awesome, dude. That's what we call a win-win. I can't believe, yeah, her dad was Welsh and her mother, it says, of Irish Catholic. She's even half Irish. That's even more fucked up.
Well, they're the blacks of what do they
The
say?
Black Irish,
The blacks of
the United Kingdom.
yeah, the Isles. I'm saying let's just move to Europe. The three of us boys. Let's move to Athens, Sob.
Why don't we move to Pennsylvania?
Nah, fuck
No,
that.
come on.
I'm
man.
not moving to Pennsylvania.
I'm moving to Pennsylvania. I might buy a house in Philly actually, because that's a little bit more affordable and it's
Yeah.
something I can do. It's close enough to New York.
It's not. It's one of those things that sounds on paper close enough, but that drive will be annoying. You'll just
Sometimes-
never. You'll just live in Philly. You'll never come to
Sometimes
New
that
York.
drive can be 4 hours long.
Yeah, well,
You
the
hit
train,
it on the wrong day.
The train's fucking easy.
Train is easy.
I
I'll
used to
give
go
you
to
that.
Philly all the time on the train.
Train is easy. That's true.
Yeah.
You'd have to live near the train though for it to be really easy.
I don't know. I used to fucking drive over to the train station, Uber it over,
Uber over.
bike over.
Over the
Right.
30th Street.
Yeah.
Nice train station they got there
I
in
don't.
Philly.
Is it nice?
Yeah.
I don't think it is that nice.
No, it's a very nice train station.
Don't they have just the one?
They got a nice big old train station,
Oh, yeah.
30th Street.
That is nice. I was thinking of the one in Baltimore. for some
Yeah,
reason.
you don't know shit about train stations.
I actually know a lot.
Nah, you don't. Know
I
fuck-
actually know a lot more than you do. Actually,
You're what we call in the train community a
a
dumbass.
cool guy
Mm.
with a nice.
Fucking faggot.
No,
Yeah.
actually, my friends in the train community don't even say that word.
In the train community, they call him a faggot. He's
No.
widely known as a faggot in the train community.
But just in that community, not
Yeah.
anywhere else.
It's the only community that matters.
It's not at all.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been paying attention to this fucking nation, but the guys in charge of oil and shit stopped that stuff from
It
mattering.
really sucks that the fascism we have now doesn't come with a cool aesthetic.
Yeah. They
I
don't
would-
have Hugo Boss design suits.
I would absolutely fully embrace living in a fascist world if it meant we got those cool trains back.
But also, I got to shout out to Mussolini for that building with the face.
Which one?
That shit is cool.
The
the
building with the face?
The Sphinx.
The Sphinx?
Yeah.
That shit is awesome.
What are you talking?
Mussolini-
What building?
Mussolini built the Sphinx.
He had just a fucking building with a face on it, like in the 40s or whatever the fuck, 30s. I don't know. It
I
looks
don't know it
cool.
at all.
I mean, no shouts out to him and Hitler and stuff, except for the building with the face.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's pretty tight. And they fucked Mussolini's ass hard when that shit fell, right? They
Yeah.
dragged him
Yeah.
to the streets.
My grandfather got a lot of pussy out of that.
That's awesome.
Stationed in Italy after the war.
Nice.
Those ladies were horny to get out of Italy.
Fuck. I would love to time travel right now
Uh-huh.
back to then.
Oh,
and
I
get
want to
pussy
say
from them.
publicly, shout out to the fan that saw that picture of my great uncle who died in World War II and literally sent the records of his death, where he was stationed,
Really?
all this stuff. I showed it to my dad. He sent it around to my whole family. That
Are
was a
you
really
serious?
sweet thing that guy did.
He
That
thought he
rocks.
was He thought he was doxing.
Well, no, I think he
He's like,
thought,
yeah.
I'm gonna hurt Adam's feelings.
no, I think that I was like saying it's the only example of valor and bravery in my family tree.
Right.
But yeah, actually there was a ton of shit we didn't know. We thought he was stationed in Egypt. He was actually stationed in Italy. We found out like who was on the plane.
I want to move
He was
to
a-
North Africa.
He was
Should I
a
move to-
navigator/gunner. That's a sick name for a job.
Gunner is cool.
I just want to sit in a cafe in Tunisia.
Little Fez
Yeah.
Mhm.
my fez
Linen
on,
suit.
Linen suit.
drinking fucking
Cigarette holder.
So sick.
drinking very nicely spiced kebabs.
Dr. Jones. Oh, I'm sorry. No, you look like my friend. I thought you were. No, you look like him. His name is Dr. Jones. Okay. Yeah, no, I'll mind my own business.
Just a bunch of like Arab guys like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Ah, Dr. Jones.
Just recreating a very specific picture of Morocco from like film in the 30s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it probably sucks.
Yeah.
What are you guys
That's
doing for
probably
dinner?
cute.
We're gonna make fresh pasta.
A little fucking fresh past.
I don't know. I gotta eat. I might try.
Are you still on your diet? Come
No,
have
I'm not
fresh
on a
pause.
diet, but I do want like a coffee or something.
You've had
I gave
4
you
coffees.
I gave you
know.
two Kirkland signature tall boy
I can't.
cold brews.
I can't stay awake. I don't know what it is.
You're depressed.
Maybe you're dreaming of sex with men.
I am depressed. I am. This is fucking shit. Sucks. The world sucks. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. It's like some of it is. I'm torn. I don't know if I'm like optimistic and I'm forcing myself to not be, or if like instinctually something feels wrong.
Oh, dude, it's
And-
scary. I mean, this is the most
I don't know. I can't. I have no idea. I don't know what I feel.
I mean, I don't want no homo for what I'm about to say, but my major takeaway recently is like everything sucks and it's only getting worse, and the only thing we could possibly do with our lives is just have a nice life, get married, and have kids. Be a nice dad.
Yeah, but
Just be a good person. Be good to the people in your life. Be a
Sure,
good
yeah.
friend.
There's you could say yes. You know what's missing is like traditional values and all that shit. But that's like
I'm
exacerbated.
not even saying
by,
that.
that's
just saying,
exacerbated. Like the inability to attain those things is like.
be good to the people in your life. I mean,
Sh-
that's it.
Yeah, sure.
Nah,
but what
that's not
what
it,
happens?
though,
What
bro.
happens? Is you get married, you have a fucking kid, and then 4 years from now, your
His
income,
dick is
your
gay. His
your
dick is
income
small.
is fucking gone.
Mm-hmm.
You have no assets. Now you're broke. Now you're divorced. Now you're a shitty dad. It's like it's like
I mean, that could
like
happen.
That would be bad.
Say that.
That would be bad.
Why don't
Yeah.
you say that to say that? You know what is important is just fucking like being good to the people in your family, to the person that had to provide for people, and they just lost their fucking job and it's not coming back. I mean, it's like
So then what
It's not-
happens?
Well, I don't know. I mean, the whole there's all of these other things.
I don't
that
know.
fucking
I
preclude that from being a possibility.
watched like my family lost everything in '91
Mm-hmm.
and struggled the rest of my upbringing, and they stayed together. You know, they didn't give up on each other, and like, we were all together the last 3 months. You know,
Yeah.
and there's something to be said for that.
Absolutely.
And like, life could be shitty, but like, you have each other. You know.
I mean, I think that's definitely one part of it, but I think on a greater societal, this is the most unstable. Maybe America has always been this unstable, but this is the most it's obvious.
We're a shit country that
We're
like
a horrible country. Obviously.
we got really lucky at the end of World War II. We hit a jackpot and we blew it in 1.5 generations.
yeah.
2 generations? We never had a real chance when we were born.
Yeah.
You know, there was nothing we could really do to save it.
But I mean, I think, yeah, and I'm scared for what the fuck happens. Like, Trump is like, you just don't know what happens with the second term of this motherfucker. If that happens, which it could. I mean, Joe Biden's a fucking
Corpse.
He's ridiculous.
Yeah.
His best bet for winning is just lock that motherfucker in a bunker and let the world keep getting shit, and then people will be like, all right, I guess we won't vote Trump.
Uh-huh.
Best case scenario. And yeah, things are unstable.
What's the other thing? People on social media calling him like a bunker baby and a coward. It's like, I'm sorry. Has there been any president that's like, it's like,
Yeah.
fuck security. I'll go talk.
But I
to
will
these-
say it was really funny that he was like, I was actually just checking it out.
Mhm.
I was not hiding. I was looking. I was inspecting the bunker. That
Yeah.
rocks. Then he did that. He was like, I'm actually not gay. I was just there was pussy down there.
Mhm.
I was looking for pussy in the bunker.
It was cool on 9/11 when Bush stayed in Air Force One,
Look,
just flying around.
America peaked when Bush threw that heater at the World Series.
Yeah.
That's the best
And
America
the
is.
Diamondbacks won.
That is hilarious. That was
Everyone
we
thought
should
the
have
Yankees
known.
were going to win.
We should have known everything was downhill.
Mariano Rivera blew like 3 saves.
I think it was when the Janet Jackson titty.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
That was it. That was the moment.
We
And
got
then
to see
after that-
breasts, and everyone was mad about it instead of celebrating it. And that's when the fucking world went to shit.
I don't think it was that event in particular. I think if you just had to pick an apex, like some kind of cultural touchstone to point at and say that's when.
What year was that, would you say?
I think that was 2000.
Really? That long ago?
Maybe. Here, let me look it up.
God
It's either
damn.
2000 or 2002.
God motherfucking damn.
Let me see. Halftime.
I remember missing it and being pissed. I was at a party. I was at a Super Bowl party.
I remember it happening and not being 2004.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was so pissed.
Mm-hmm. Janet Jackson wardrobe malfunction, and it's like it was clear that was like that was designed to happen that way.
Yeah,
I don't know why they said it was a ward. You watch him, and he fucking like.
I think there was supposed to be a pasty or something. I don't know.
No, I mean it's like the way it rips off. It doesn't make any sense that it was anything other than a deliberate. We're watching the Janet Jackson. Goddamn. It's funny. I go back and I look at stuff like this, and it's like, oh, I haven't enjoyed a single moment of my life. That's the overwhelming feeling. Is like I dial my head back to then, and I'm like, was I happy then? Nope.
I'm trying to think. I have a couple ones.
When the
Honestly, I'm literally running through the slideshow in my head right now. It is all meals and getting my dick sucked. Every single positive, and like one Christmas party me and my family had. And everything else is breasts. One time two times girls gave me incredible top. Some nice like date, like nice little trips with girls and stuff. Like there's little, but it's all either getting head, seeing titties, or eating fucking bulgogi. Or not bulgogi, pork belly.
No, yeah, never have I been. No.
I think I was happy
The amount of times I've been
when Firefest happened.
it's weird. I've driven up the PCH and wanted to kill myself numerous times. I have like multiple memories of just
Going to kill yourself.
not going to kill myself, but like driving up the PCH because it's so pretty
It's gorgeous.
and being on what is it, Point Mugu or whatever it is. You know that big rock when you drive past Zuma. There's that big rock and you can pull
Going
over.
north.
I've
north
never
with the-
been there,
Well, then this isn't for you.
so I don't know.
Nick and I are
motherfucking
Malibu
Zuma.
boys.
We're
Yeah.
Malibu guys. You
Oh,
go
maybe
past,
I have been.
You
there.
go past Zuma, you go past Malibu, and there's something. It's called like Point Mugu or something. There's a rock where you can pull over, and you can overlook the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
And I've been there multiple times in my life, and the feeling is always, I wish I could enjoy this.
Mhm.
It's like I wish there's something missing. There's some other fucking thing that's missing that I'm like dissatisfied that I can't enjoy this. And maybe one day I'll actually do something I'm proud of. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'll get out of my own way and like finish something for once in my life. Probably not. Most people don't ever.
True, that is
You know,
true.
They just have a fantasy of themselves as someone else that can do things.
Right.
Absolutely.
And
that almost is enough when you think about that guy who's done the things you think about doing.
it's not for me. I don't know.
For most people.
And then maybe I can go back to the PCH. I can go back to Point Mugu at some time
And
in my
then
life,
kill yourself.
and then feel satisfied, and then kill myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what it is. It's missing.
Kobe's 60-point game.
Oh, true. That was pretty cool.
It was pure joy for me.
Yeah.
I called my dad, and both of us were crying, and I said, "I love you," and he said, "I love you too."
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Maybe when I buy my house in Flushing,
That won't do
and
it.
and then I'm just alone in my house by myself.
Yep. Further
ne-
away from your friends.
Never get around to buying furniture.
Sitting in a plastic fucking
No, you and
lawn chair.
After a while, I just started lying to people and telling them my wife killed herself, so that so that there's a reason and they don't ask me about it.
Yeah. All your
My-
Chinese neighbors would be like,
Yeah.
"That guy's fucked up."
Yeah.
That guy's like fucked up or something.
That's a good impression, Adam.
Mhm.
Sorry, I don't know.
No, I like
No,
it.
that's it. That's how they talk.
Yeah. Well,
Damn.
you and Felix would both be deep Queens guys
Where does Felix live?
Rego Park.
in Rego Park.
Really?
In a high rise,
Mhm.
the fuck?
like by Costco.
he lives in Rego Park?
Yeah.
Why?
Um.
Should we not be saying this? Is this
No.
public knowledge?
Yeah. I think he's like really happy there.
Oh, nice.
He just lives with all Russian and Chinese people. He's pretty happy.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I love Astoria. I love Queens.
If I move anywhere in the city, I'll move to Queens.
Hell, now we're
Yeah.
talking.
It's the best borough.
Now we're fucking
Yeah.
talking. I've been there, I think, about to be 6 years. It's crazy. Same
Uh-huh.
apartment.
Or I'll move to West Village and start making some changes
Yeah.
to like Christopher and Gay Street.
You're going to get it straight again.
I'm gonna say,
You're
let's
like,
turn
this
let's make it Jewish again.
All right,
folks.
fellas. We've had enough fun sucking and fucking all over the place.
Let's make
but
it Jewish
It's
again.
about to be Jewish again.
It'll be interesting to see what happens to the city.
I think it's just going to be even more fucking big, even more like foreign money and corporations and shit are gonna buy things up.
No, I think a
Yeah,
lot
I
of corporations have found out that like teleworking works better.
Yeah, no,
And
I know, but I think
I think there's going to be
well,
actually.
but beyond that, it was like already. I mean, we all remember the WeWork fucking bullshit
Yeah.
happening like 7 months ago, whenever that was, when it was revealed that like commercial real estate is all just propped up in these like bullshit
yeah, that
Yeah.
nobody goes to.
releasing schemes that
Uh-huh.
is like they're just overvalued company. That,
Yeah, once venture money fucking dried up,
Yeah.
it was gone.
So I mean, but I don't know. It's like, will the city get shitty again? Is it
I
gonna
hope so.
Go back. You hope so.
Not like shitty, but like not like I don't want it to be like all fucking chains and shit.
I mean, what do you mean change?
No chains, like
Chain?
all fucking
Oh.
boutique, like fucking.
Yeah, but that's not where it goes from there. It's just like vacancies and
Yeah, I don't want
crime
that.
goes up.
No, I don't think it'll ever get there because people will want to live there, dude.
My prediction: CBGB's is coming back.
Coming back.
Right now, CBGB's is at Newark
It's alive.
Airport.
It's alive and well in Newark Airport.
But it's going to
the
move back to
spirit
the
of
city.
the spirit of CBGB's is alive and well.
Punk rock is returning.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have like an Andy Warhol factory type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Dude, did you guys know he was gay?
I heard he's sus.
I'm throwing out all my Andy Warhol stuff.
I'm freaking.
I found that out and I was pissed.
Dude,
I was like, "What the hell?
he would have probably been
Yuck!"
so annoying.
Oh my god, of course, dude.
Yeah,
Also, fuck those cans, dude.
those
I don't
the
care.
paintings.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing
Fuck
Andy
that.
Warhol ever did that I look at and say that looks cool.
Yeah,
And he didn't fuck, right? He was like a nerd. He was too nervous to fuck.
he
even though
got
was
obsessed
gay.
with hot girls. He was one of those guys.
Guys who don't fuck. And
I don't know.
again, I don't care who you fuck or what you fuck,
Yeah,
but if you don't fuck, there's something wrong.
I just feel like as a painter, I don't talk shit on other painters.
You're not a painter.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, fine.
I mean, Andy Warhol shit. I mean, I guess it's because he's influential or whatever. But like, this looks like shit that the most obnoxious graphic designer in the world would produce.
Yeah, yeah,
Which they do
yeah.
because of him. But still,
True. Even still,
It's the same thing as
You-
like
it's just like
how Louis sucks in retrospect because so many people like.
yeah, because when you hear his cadence, all you think about is all the open micers you've heard
Mm,
do that shit.
So, like, my body sucks. My daughter's a cunt.
Fuck, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Someone's grilling.
yeah, I'm fucking.
I want to
starving.
make dinner. I'm
I
sorry.
gotta piss and eat. So well, that's
I'm really
it.
glad
Well,
to see
folks,
you guys.
This was nice to be in person.
Yeah, it was.
Listen, Stop Yourselves Your Problems Fridays.
Cum
YouTube.
Town. I'm selling shirts and then whatever.
Yeah, check out my YouTube channel. We got all the old Stop Yourselves Your Problems. It's also a podcast, and it's live every Friday at 6. And Adam is hosting a gay sex party tomorrow.